Hey everyone, Kevin here with my 123 cents. And since starting the podcast, I have neglected my YouTube channel, but that changes today. I am doing a special supplement, I guess, to the podcast since it normally drops on Mondays. And I wanted to talk about Daniel Bryan and his retirement before next week's show. So that's why I am here on YouTube today. And I can't say that I am totally shocked by this, but I am I'm not sure what the word is. Sad, disappointed, but not in Daniel Bryan, not in WWE, just as a fan of wrestling and as a fan specifically of Daniel Bryan. This is hard to take, seeing someone who really, in my opinion, had reached his peak, reached his pinnacle in WWE just a couple of years ago, and now all of a sudden it has come to such a quick end. I don't feel like he really got to spend time on top or significant time on top in WWE, although I know along the independents he was quite good and quite respected. And even in WWE, he was still respected. Some of my favorite memories of Daniel Bryan include when he was Bryan Danielson in Ring of Honor, and Chad and I and a friend of ours, Jeremy, had traveled to Chicago for WrestleMania 22. It was our first WrestleMania. It was in Chicago, and it was Super Card of Honor happening that Friday night. And we had driven all day, got there. The venue that was hosting the Super Card of Honor was packed. I mean, we were in there like sardines. And we actually, and I regret it now, we left before the main event, and we missed Daniel Bryan defending the ROH title against Roderick Strong. So that was my first. I had heard of Daniel Bryan and I had seen some of his stuff online, but I had never seen him in person. Then obviously he came to WWE, was a part of that initial NXT group, and things just, I mean, he clicked almost instantaneously, it seemed, with fans, and I think that the internet wrestling community was a benefit there, getting behind him. And it's hard to remember anyone else or think of anyone else who got over like Daniel Bryan did, even from the beginning, and resonated and caught on with the fans. And when he made his announcement that he was retiring in the ring on Raw, the crowd's reaction, that was genuine. And I think that part of it is because Daniel Bryan, at least on the surface, is a genuine guy. He seems like he truly loves wrestling. He truly connected with the fans. And that was evident too with his work with Connor and Connor's Cure, Connor the Crusher. It just seems like he is a legitimate, nice person, a nice guy. And I hate that this has happened and that he has had to call it quits. Although I respect his decision. I respect the fact that WWE, even though they've got this white-hot superstar now, pulling back and putting his health and safety first, because we've seen between the NFL and what has happened with other wrestlers in the past, Chris Benoit specifically, with the brain injuries and the concussions and whatnot. So I respect the decision of everyone involved here. And I don't know what's next for Daniel Bryan. I certainly hope that he still has some sort of role. I think it's too early to put him in the Hall of Fame. Sting is a great headliner this year. Daniel Bryan, I wouldn't necessarily even do it next year. Chad says a 5-year space from retirement to when they go in. I don't think it has to be that long necessarily, but I don't think it needs to be instantaneous either. Probably my favorite Daniel Bryan memory, of course, though, is when he won the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 30. The night started off for him beating Triple H, which was tremendous enough, and then going on to that main event and winning against Randy Orton and Batista in front of 70,000+ fans at the Superdome in New Orleans was amazing. The reaction, I was there, and being able to do the yes to a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal person, well-deserved. He finally, after a couple of teases with championship gold, he made it to the big time. Also saw him live at the Royal Rumble in 2012 in St. Louis, defending the World Heavyweight title against Big Show and Mark Henry inside a steel cage. He weaseled his way out of that one. He was kind of that heelish character at that time. But everything he did, he embraced it. He made it his own. And life handed him, or WWE handed him lemons from time to time, and he made a gigantic glass of lemonade out of it. So I can't say enough great things about Daniel Bryan. You will be missed. You are respected and loved by many, myself included. So best of luck. I know you're not watching this, but best of luck from my 123 cents and from myself here. Thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my 123 cents right here on YouTube and also the podcast.